rocking out with me on Bakotunes, so don't touch that dial.
Hello, this is John with Bakotopia 2, the new website coming out, and we feel that we want to clone you, so we have 2 stockings running Bakotopia.
And you know this, man?
Bakotunes Radio, brought to you by Bakotopia.com, live 2006.
Time to call the Munchistas, the Munchers.
Education Center, this is Megan.
Megan, I'm trying to reach somebody from a band.
Yeah, this is the right number.
I was going to say, can I talk to the Munchers?
Yeah.
I'm on the phone right now with a member of the Munchers, and who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Tranju, the drummer of the Munchers.
The Munchers. So, Tranju, tell me a little bit about your band. When I first called the first time, I spoke with your vocalist, Megan Muncher, and when I asked her about Julie fucking Potter, who is one of the other artists that's going to be appearing that night, she said that both Julie and Megan are both from Bakersfield.
That's true. They're both from Bakersfield, and they're very excited. It's their coming home show.
That's a trip. So, is this the first time that you guys have ever performed here in Bakersfield?
Yes, it is, and we're very excited. Day after Thanksgiving, everyone's going to be all nice and fat.
So tell me a little bit about the band. As I'm looking at your MySpace page, and I looked at the bio. I look at it. It says about the Munchers. Our band goals are to make out with as many girls as we can, play our queercore sounds in your town, meet some more future ex-girlfriends. Okay. Can you elaborate on that, please?
Well, I would like to, coming from a guy, it's not as good. I mean, sure, I'm a lesbo, but I mean, it doesn't fully get the effect as, one of the other girls in the band.
Yeah.
But I mean...
But it's all good. I mean, it's all good. I mean, it seems I'm looking at it, and it looks like a lot of fun in it. And you just kind of tell me, bring me into your world. Like, what is that all about?
The Munchers, we're all about, going out, having a good time, doing some parties, drinking a lot, meeting a lot of girls.
Right on. So, tell me, what kind of music can people look forward to hearing right here when you guys come over to the show?
It's just some queercore, like little punk rock stuff.
So, is it kind of like a hardcore punk, or is it like a pop punk?
Pop punk.
How long have you guys been together?
We've been together for only about 10 months now.
Anything for the fans out there to listen to and stuff?
We just got into the studio, and hopefully the album will be coming out next year.
So how many shows, is this just going to be a one-time show for the Munchers to come over to Bakersfield, or are you guys going to be doing like a little mini tour? Because I was looking at your MySpace page. You guys got a couple shows, but then I looked over at JFP's MySpace page, and it looks like she's all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Is the whole queercore scene, is that kind of like its own little subculture in the punk rock world? Do you guys play just kind of with other queercore bands, or would you guys do a show with Bad Religion or something like that?
Right now, I mean, a couple years ago, there was a lot of queercore bands, indie bands, kind of hip-hop groups, that all got together, but for some reason, like right now, it's kind of slowing down, and we'd like to speed that up.
What are some of the other bands, if someone was to look and wanted to find out more about the whole queercore punk rock scene, are there any other names you could drop?
Limp Wrist is always a good one. Pansy Division, always a nice one. I would say Scream Club, they're amazing. They're 2 girls from Olympia. I mean, there's lots of smaller groups, but I mean, Pansy Division's one of the largest ones.
And who else is in the band? Could you tell me a little bit about your other band members?
There's Janae, who plays bass, and Megan that sings and plays guitar, and I play drums.
What about JFP? What do you know about her?
JFP, she's from Bakersfield, lives in San Francisco. She raps, and she's hardcore. She's in your face.
Right on. I'm looking over here at the little bio. It says, with flows about serving at Olive Garden and being a broke college student, and your contempt for the powers that be, you are sure to connect with this. To reiterate it, what can people expect at the show, which is going to be taking place this Friday, the night after Thanksgiving, at Club 902, which is located at 902 19th Street, Bakersfield, California, between O&Q and downtown Bakersfield. Don't miss it. What time does the show start?
Show starts at 10.
10 o'clock. It's free, right?
Correct.
All right, everybody out there listening to the Bakotunes Podcast, it's free, so there's no excuse. Okay, so one more time, what can people expect from the Munchers and JFP this Friday?
There's going to be a lot of drunk lesbians and a lot of drunk boys, and you're going to have a nice little fun, weird time.
Thank you, Trandrew.
All right, thanks.
Peace.
Bye.
Megan.
What's up?
What do you do in the band, Miss Muncher? Megan.
I play guitar. I play guitar and I sing and, have a good time.
Right on. So tell me about how did you get involved with the band?
It was really funny because Andrew or Trandrew and Janae and myself, we all worked together. And we were, talking in the office one day, and we're like, oh, it'd be really cool if we were in a band. And then we were, joking about names. We're like, oh, we should call it the Munchers, ha, 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 hardy har. And then the next day, it's like, okay, so we're practicing on Monday. And it was just like that, bam, and it just took off from there.
How long had you been playing guitar?
I've been playing, off and on for several years, but I never practiced. So I wouldn't consider myself the greatest guitar player by any means.
But good enough for punk rock.
Good enough for punk rock.
So now with the genre of because I was talking to Trandrew, it's called a queercore, so I'm kind of familiar with the whole queercore scene, a little bit of that. But have you guys just been playing those type of shows with other queercore bands, or you guys been doing a little bit of everything?
Yeah, a little bit of everything. I think a lot of it's just wherever we can get a show, we're like to play it, when it works out for all of our schedules, and because we all work 2 jobs, and so it's we're all crazy busy. But yeah, sometimes we play with other queer bands and stuff. We play some queer nights and stuff, and gay events like Pride. But there are other times where we just play a show with other punk bands, or just a random I think our first show was probably the most random. We had this guy Deadly. He's a homo hip hop rapper, and he's awesome. And he played our first show with us, and this other guy was just him and a guitar. So it was pretty random, but it was a lot of fun then.
Tell me a little bit about your Bakersfield roots.
Oh man, I grew up in Bakersfield. I still have family there, so I have a niece there. I have a sister. My mom's there. So, yeah, I go back and visit.
Did you go to high school here and stuff?
Yeah, I went to Bakersfield High School.
Oh, BHS, cool.
I graduated from Cal State Bakersfield. So I lived there most of my life. And then after I graduated, because I wanted to hang out, at least graduate there, because cost of living and everything, I just saved a lot of money going to school there. So I finished up school, and then I just took off and went to San Francisco, and now I'm out in L.A., so.
Did you ever play in any bands here in Bakersfield?
No, I was always, really painfully shy, and it's even amazing that it's kind of surreal for me because I always thought about doing it, but it was never something that I don't know, I could see myself doing it, but I was I was always so shy, and I still get really nervous. It's just so much fun. It's
kind of therapeutic to dealing with your shyness when you're up there playing and stuff?
Yeah, and it's just, I think a lot of it is the crowd. If the crowd's into it, I'm all right, whatever.
Yeah. And, are you even more nervous that you're coming back home to do this?
You know what? It's kind of funny because the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody that I know, since I was a kid, there's going to be some people there that I've known for the majority of my life.
Yeah.
And they're going to be at the show, and I'm like, ooh, does this make me more comfortable or, more uncomfortable?
It'll be awesome. It's always good to come back and throw down, especially when you got the roots here and all that stuff. And looking at some of the songs, I got Hands So Soft, Your Friend's Friend, and Michelle. These are all on your MySpace page. If people want to visit it, you can go myspace.com/themunchers, and you can listen to 4 songs right there. Do you guys have a full-length CD out? Are you guys working on that?
We just recorded actually this weekend. Those recordings are kind of, not the best quality, but we will be having better stuff come out. I don't know, probably, I don't know when, but we just recorded it.
You're on punk rock time, right? You're on punk rock
exactly.
Time. I gotcha. That's all good. It's all good. And I suggest the people, before you guys go check out the show, you want to know what you're going to be in for, go to the myspace.com/themunchers and listen to it when you listen to it right here on the Bakotunes Podcast. Now, one more question before we go.
Sure.
Tell us about JFP, Julie fucking Potter. Who is that? Another Bakersfield native?
That is my dog. That's my homegirl. We went to high school together. We played basketball together.
You guys graduate the same year and everything?
Yeah, friends all throughout high school. That's my best friend. She's going to bring it. And she's also a Bakersfield native, and I think she's really excited about playing there too. So
that I think is totally cool. I was listening to that song, Server Homies.
Server Homies. Oh my God! If you've ever waited tables, you need to hear this song because it just hits home, and you're like, oh God, I love it. Definitely my favorite, just because I waited tables so long, so many people, and it's oh man, this song really gives you insight into what goes on.
Ooh. So the show's happening this Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. It's at 11 o'clock. It's going down at Club 902, which is formerly Club Paradise. It's located at 902 19th Street in downtown Bakersfield. You guys, everybody's got to be out there listening, and there's no cover, so there's no excuse. So what can people expect from both you guys, the combined forces of JFP and the Munchers sharing the stage?
They can expect to have a good time because we're all about having a good time.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing the Munchers and JFP, the two homegirls, returning back with all their homies and homettes, the whole schmear. November 24th at Club 902, 11 o'clock. Thank you very much, Megan Muncher and the rest of the crew, and we will talk to you soon.
All right, thanks.
How food go? Hey, man, I need bullet Alfredo right now. How long on table 45? 2 minutes. Damn. Yeah. This song is dedicated to my server homies. Reppin' the OG 1068. Yeah, you know who you are. And I appreciate you getting my back, man. This shit got crazy around that place. You know what I'm talking about. 1, table 2, table 3, table 4. They're about to see the HFNs at the front door. Can you help me out? I'm serious, please. Take those 2 old ladies some fucking iced teas. I gotta run to the alley and tell the cook they forgot the chicken palm and lasagna's overcooked. How am I supposed to get everything done? Hey, yo, Kayla, can you bust 2-1? I gotta drop these apps and I just can't wait. Watch your hands, little girl, cause it's a hot plate. Right behind you, I'm coming through. I knock your ass down and you know it's true. I gotta get what I need, then I got to get going. I'm making lots of tips and the vino is flowing. You can huff and puff and keep on blowing, but I'm the best server around and everybody's knowing. I got a party of 10 and a party of 2. I forgot my walkie and I'm looking at you to get my back when I'm in need. I need to catch my breath cause I'm in the weeds. We're crazy as hell behind the scenes. Then we step to your table so fresh and so clean. This is real and true. I ain't no phony. I got nothing but love for my server homies. Then you got these fools that come in and don't want to tip nobody. Man, this ain't Taco Bell. You getting service with your meal. You feel me? You think I can live on minimum wage? Shit, let me explain to you. If you can't tip, then you can't eat. So get your ass up and onto your feet. You better throw down some ducats before I mash. I ain't here for shits and giggles, man. I need some fucking cash. You wanted me ragged and that ain't good. Why you messing with me when I got your food? You have any idea what I could do? How you gonna stiff a college student? That ain't cool. So check that ticket and think again while I'm chilling in the side station with my friends, making plans for Friday night. We kick it all the time cause we hella tight. This is what we do and what we know. We need to spend that cash on the streets of Baco. So don't be stingy, just kick down. It's an art, not a job, and we the best around. And don't snap your fingers or wave your hands. I'm your server, not your bitch, so get it straight, man. Respect is given and shall be received. This is Julie fucking Potter and you will believe I'm changing the world and you soon will see that everybody in town wants a piece of me. And I'm the best, that's real, the one and only, and I got nothing but love for my server homies. It's the end of the night and we're almost done. It's time to count that money and go have some fun. Clean the alley, get checked out, grab a bread, chicken roll. Call my girl for that thing so we can go home and blow. We'll dance all night, then we'll talk some shit. Then we'll do it all tomorrow cause we stay legit. And don't judge, motherfucker, this is who we are. And this crazy white bitch just became a rap star. So when you go out to eat, buy beware, cause if you talk that mess, you'll be chewing on some hair. Put that dough down, cause you know you owe me. And keep showing love to all my server homies. I'll pay for this beat. I'm gonna use every second of this track. Server homies. 2006. You. Hey man, bring that beat back. I ain't done.
Don't forget to tune in next week for another exciting episode of Bakotunes Radio, brought to you by Bakotopia.com. Peace.
Now go away or I shall taunt you a second time.
Bakotunes Radio.